everyone, the Flying Scotsman here, and welcome to this video. You join me here at Retrofest. Yes, it's been a while. Now, at the time of recording, the 29th of May 2020, it's a Friday. Actually, let me tell you about when the 29th of May fell on a Friday. One of the ones that I remember. I was in Staples, I was 10 years old, and my parents were there, and they weren't pointing at a computer going, "That one?" Was of course the year we bought the compact Presario 2240. Anyway, I get sidetracked easily. So, yeah, the time of recording, we have just started phase 1 of the lockdown restriction easing in Scotland. But that's not why I'm here. I've actually been in the office working away because what I do here, I'm the volunteer IT coordinator, and we have had to continue working because people with disabilities do need support. So, I came upon this card on my desk, and it's basically just been taking up room. Now, I have tried Googling it. It has a Rockwell chipset of some sort. I don't know if you guys can see that. But yeah, this I've not been able to find any information on the card. It has an S-video out on the back. Well, what looks like an S-video, and it says video right there. So, I've decided simply, and I implore of you, please try not to do this. What we're going to do is, because we're not really using the Retrofest machines for much at the moment, I'm going to install this card in one, just to see if Windows picks it up, and if so, what it's picked up as. See if I can find any more information about this card that way. At the moment, I have no S-video sources to connect to it. Is it an S-video in? Is it an S-video out? Nobody knows. All I know is it says video, so that's why I'm getting the idea that it is a video card. So, our sacrificial machine for this is going to be the RM, because it's just the easiest, I think, to get to, that has ISA slots and what have you, and that'd be, I would be awful sad if the Grampian Electronics machine should die. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move this display out here. I'm just gonna see how well you guys can see me. Now I will say, obviously, that now, due to the new layout, I can't just go in behind the computer and unscrew it from there and what have you. So I do apologise for that. Right. So what I need to do, let's get screws. I mean, this is probably, just like putting an unidentified expansion card into a computer. I mean, this is probably one of the most stupid things that I could think of. And I mean, it's ISA, International Standard Architecture. It could probably it could probably go in a toaster or something, and I wouldn't know. But, YOLO, I guess. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to unscrew this case. So I have a couple of changes that I am planning to make to Retrofest, actually. Not to anything too radical. But what I am planning to do is put a server, make the Dell Optiplex 4600 the server, and not only that, but believe it or not, I mean, it's still going to be a Windows 2000 domain, because, the potential to have Windows 3.1 and 95 boxes on this network, but I've actually bought an SSD for the Optiplex 4600. Yes, it's come to that. Right, we are in. We are, as Spy Fox would say, in there like swimwear. So, can I get access to an ISA port? Yes, I can, right at the other end. So I'm gonna have to take this blank out. This is probably not gonna stay in here. This is probably just gonna literally be like LGR, you know, kind of putting a card in for the video and then removing it, you know, once it's over or something. Okay. So here's the card. It's got a Rockwell chip on it, which the Rockwell chip seems to just be a standard integrated circuit. It just seems to be on a lot of things. So, and oftentimes when I've Googled Rockwell ISA card, it's came up with modems. Now, as a friend of mine at school pointed out, there's a lot that I don't know about modems, but I know one thing. I'm pretty sure modems don't have video ports. Okay, so the card is in now. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try and put this screw back in. Or I may just kind of keep the card in this machine if it's anything useful or exciting, you know, just to make things weird and wonderful. Right, we are in. So let's power her on and see what happens. Now this screen will probably be dark as all out, because when I've not used this screen for a while. Oh no, it's not too bad. When I've not used this screen for a while, it does tend to be a bit dark. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move the tripod over here, just to kind of show you what we're dealing with just now. Oh, it's found something. Motherboard resources. Oh. CIF single chip. Right. Quartz video capture. Oh, and of course it's changed to daylight savings times. Of course, the last Retrofest was actually on the 14th of March. It was still GMT then. So yeah, I think this card actually does work. Whoops. Okay, now Windows has not picked up this ISA card. That's okay though. That's not going to be a problem. Because what we can do is we can actually go on and I have the unknown device identifier. Please excuse my head getting in the way, by the way. And what I can do is I can actually hopefully use that to try and identify what this device is. Okay. So it's PixArt Imaging Easy something Snake Eye Webcam. That's fine. Oh. Video capture unable to detect. It's giving me a hardware ID. Oh right, yeah. So yeah, it's obviously found this webcam. That's something else. We're gonna install this webcam. Why not? So yeah, okay. So that's a thing that exists. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'll take the hardware ID of this and yeah. So I think it might actually go in the GE machine after all. So that's what I think I'm gonna do, actually. I'll put it in the GE machine. And we're back. I've installed the expansion card into the Grampian, electronics computer, and I've put the RM back together. And I also have some drivers. So let's go and sort those out if I can. Drivers. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy them to the server. There we go. There we go. That's quite annoying, is that? Oops, not driver. Now, I'm not entirely sure if this even installs. I do not know that it will be, you know, we'll be able to do anything interesting, mostly because I don't believe I have anything that has an S-video input. But, whoops, we can only but try and install it. Okay, so I'm quickly just going to install these drivers. I've extracted them, and what I will do is I need to go into Device Manager and we'll install it using this method if we can. Yep, Rockwell Quartz Video Capture. Ugh, don't like that. Alright, it's done. It's in. Nice. So, hopefully, if I had any kind of capture software, which I don't at the moment, I can actually, we can maybe capture stuff on here. And unfortunately, there is a couple of people doing exercises outside, and they've got their car steady on full blast, so there's music that is probably going to be counted as a content ID match on here. I've got to tell you, I'm not happy about this, but there's precious little I can really do. So it's up to the YouTube copyright mafia, but I want to get this video done, and I feel that I should be able to. Anyway, so as a wee bonus, I thought I would install the webcam on this system. And I've got a bit of software that I'm going to use with that. So first of all, what I want to do is install the webcam. I know this is very similar to what Billy's done on his channel. He had a webcam from Earthlink. He's managed to, I think, get drivers for. I am wondering if I have the correct drivers for this camera, because obviously, you know, I've wanted Windows 10 drivers. I don't know what I've just installed now, but are we sure it's the right thing? Right, okay, we're gonna go restart this machine. There we go. So the bit of software that I've got in mind that I could use with this camera, and actually I could use it with the Quartz capture card, is ArcSoft Video Impression. Now this is something that I think I'm going to recommend to Billy if he wanted to do more messing about with that camera of his. It is a video editor. I do have the experience with video impression. Not much though, I will be honest. I didn't do much in the way of video editing back then. Video editing just, it seemed like a cool idea, something that I quite fancied getting into. It wasn't until I really started doing YouTube as a proper thing that I properly went into, you know, editing video. But nevertheless, we have ArcSoft Video Impression. Okay, so the snapshot button works. Video capture filter. Effect frame, let's see. Disable that. Stream property. Saturation, sharpness, indoor, outdoor, 50 Hz, 60 Hz. Let's try 60. Not that I really expect that to make an iota of difference. That is terrible. So let's try instead with the ArcSoft, shall we? That could be quite fun. So ArcSoft Video Impression, very simple bit of software. What I can do, and just go to capture, and then way. Oh, that's absolutely terrible. It really is. It's hell of a out of focus. Let's try. I can put it down to QSIF because at the moment that's in. I wonder if that's interpolated. Yeah, that does seem to be a wee bit better. Oh, wait a minute. Way, we're getting somewhere. Now I'm actually in focus. Would you look at that? Hello, it's me. Oh, Mechty, and now my battery's low. Anyway, yep. So there you have it. Hello, it's me. Nice. Nice. I'm just gonna fine tune it a bit, and there we have it. That's me on here. It's pretty fantastic. So we have a working webcam. So let's see if we can capture some video with this. I don't know if it has sound. but we'll try. Okay. This is a test of the Trust Snake Eye Webcam, whatever it is. Okay. So what's happening now is obviously this is gonna, well, it's rendered it. So let's see what's been captured. Okay, well, there's no sound, so that's not a problem. My next, whoops. So we can save that and we can export it, but I'm not going to export just yet, because what I want to do is, well, what I do want to do at some point is, do you want the save file to an album? No, I do not. What I want to do now is just see if there's a sound device installed with this camera. Now, if I remember rightly, the answer to that was a big fat no, but actually there does look like there's a wee microphone on here. So I'm just gonna have a look actually and see. Whoops, wrong one. Multimedia devices, audio. Right, there doesn't seem to be. Right, that is quite interesting actually. There does appear like there should be a microphone, but it's for whatever reason it's not being picked up. Excuse me, it's not being picked up by Windows. Okay, well, I can't get the sound working, but the webcam itself does work. So that's the webcam and the Quartz video capture device. So I am going to have to go now. So cheery bye, everyone. Goodbye.